Hello, welcome back to another episode of 100 to 1 podcast. Myself, DJ Wrexx. Who's we got in the building?
Blue badge. Blue badge Rose.
You got the Blue Badge King, Rosie.
Boys, it's your boy Nams, Arsenal. It's here, still riding it through.
Yeah, you see me low spirits today. That's what's going on.
It's not even football, just life, bro. My man's life's just kicking me up the arse right now, like. But the Arsenal thing ain't even helping either, like. But this is my little therapy for the week, like, man. Then we get back to the grind, like, man. But you know how it goes, man.
I hear it. How did you get on last week's bets?
Well, I'm telling you boys now, bruv, man. This shots thing, bruv. You guys jumping it soon, bruv. Because I'm telling you, it's coming. It's definitely coming, bruv. Last week, I think it was Saturday, I got let down by two players. It was Dibbling for Southampton, and it was Brian Mbeumo for who was it? For Brentford. So Brian Mbeumo got a shot in the second half. No, he got a shot in the first half, but didn't get a shot in the second half. Dibbling got a shot in the second half, didn't get a shot in the first half. And it was like a 5 or 6 fold, 2 players each game, 1 from each team. That was like 10K. So missed out on that. And then midweek, missed out on 7K. And it was my boy Pender that let me down, which was very, very surprising, man. Very surprising. So he got a shot in the first half, but it was offside. He scored a goal in the first half, but it was offside. So yeah, but obviously he got the shot in the second half, innit? But if that shot in the first half, well, let's just say it was blocked and the referee didn't give it offside or whatever, right now, but I'll be doing the Harlem shaking right now on this pod right now with 7K richer, like, man. So anyway, I found my lane. I'm staying in it. It's definitely coming, brother. And this weekend, brother, I'm going into it expecting to win this weekend, innit? Basically, innit? I'm telling you, I'm expecting to win this weekend, innit? Whether come back to me next week and see if that's true, innit? Like, but I'm thinking third time lucky, like, but I've definitely found something, man. I've definitely found something. I'm staying right in this lane, bruv. So yeah, we'll see.
So that's 1 or 2 players. A shot in each. A shot that players have a shot in each half. A shot on target.
Yeah. No. Just a shot, an attempt.
Not even a shot on target.
You ain't got to be on target. I'm talking. Basically, if you watch when you watch the football games this week, whatever games you watch here, just look at how many players attempt shots, and they either go over the bar or they either get blocked. That's all you need, an attempted shot. So what I did was, normally I pick one player from each team, but this week I thought, you know what? I've been seeing something. Sometimes you ain't got to force it in it. How about you just pick the 2 main shooters from each team, basically. I attempted a 9-fold starting from Monday, innit? So for Crystal Palace, I put, I think you played on Monday. Crystal Palace and was it Crystal Palace?
Forest.
Forest. Forest played on Monday. So I put 2 Forest players. I put Chris Wood and what's his name, Hudson-Odoi. And then the Champions League games, I just put the main shooters: Lewandowski, Rafinha, Mbappé, Vinícius, Thuram, Martinez, but that got voided because they didn't start. Who else did I go with? Barcola and Dembele. And then for the Leipzig game, I was thinking Liverpool, but I thought Sesko and Openda. Basically, that was a whole 9-fold. A few games got voided because certain folks didn't start. But anyway, Sesko came in both halves, and it was Openda. If that first half shot wasn't disallowed for an offside goal, bro, I'm laughing. So yeah, man, we're gonna run it again this weekend and see what happens, man. But yeah, I feel I got something here, man.
Cool. So what about you?
Yeah, I've been on my same. I've been mixing and matching my approaches. I had some of my handicap stuff. One of mine would have come in yesterday. I had 15 G's on the table that across 2 bets, but that got scuppered by Galatasaray. Like Galatasaray, I had them on -1 against Elfsborg. They won 4-3. Elfsborg made it 4-3 in the 93rd minute. I thought, what's wrong with you? Like, the game's gone. Like, why are you fighting so hard in 93 minutes to lose 4-3 instead of 4-2? Like you don't know about my handicaps. I'm like, why are you trying to shake my life? Who are you working for? Like, basically, so that shagged me. But the other ones, like, I started that on Tuesday. I had Sporting -1. I had Villa -1. Both of them came in. The next day I had City -2. I had Liverpool to win, which is match result. What else did I have? I had Inter match result as well, which came in. I forget some of them, and then I had Chelsea -2, which came in. Galatasaray -1, as I said. So all of those came in, really. So the Galatasaray 1 goal, it was the last minute goal. Also, I've been mixing up things like I've been doing some anytime goal scorer compilations. So I had one in the week, which, not too bad. I had Lewandowski to score, Gnabry to score. Obviously, Gnabry didn't score. And I had Barella to score. He didn't score. I had Foden to score. He scored. I had Aktoglu to score. He scored. So that was what, 1, 2, 3, 3 out of 5. I also did like some fouling. I do fouling each half. Player to get one foul in each half, and a player to get a shot on target in each half. So I did one of those. I feel like that wasn't too bad. Conor Gallagher got his one foul in each half. João Palhinha foul in each half. He got his first half goal, but he came off early in the second half, so that one fell through. Nunes to get a shot on target in each half, that came in. Darwin. Aktoglu to have a shot on target each half, that came in. And then, Sesko to commit one or more foul in each half, one in the first half, not the second. Foden to have one or more shots on target in each half. Obviously scored in the first half. Clearly, I wasn't watching the game, but he didn't have one in the second. Maybe came off or whatever. But basically, that I got 50% of that bet. Very, very fine margins. That bet was worth about, I think, like 45 grand. Like.
Oh, wow.
So Foden one more shot in the second target in the second half. Sesko one more foul in the second half. Palhinha one more foul in the second half. That comes in basically.
I sense some money. Some money's nearing soon. I'm sensing it.
There's some money in the building. It's coming, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, for so many years, but the Christmas one is leading me, bro. We chased that so hard, bro.
It's coming. It's part of our tradition, bro. Man, we need, bro. Typically, bro, you always get that brown envelope. Typically, bro.
That's it, man.
I'm saying we need it, bro. Man, come on, give us our Christmas bonus.
We need that Christmas money.
You know the drill, bro.
Yeah,
we go again this week.
Yeah. I'm liking this formula, the shots in both halves. I think I'm gonna start dabbling with that a bit myself. But let's roll on to this week's topic.
Yeah. There's one thing that I want to put on the board. I remember, I think I kind of half mentioned it a few weeks ago, and I think at the time we said, you know what, let's save it for a proper conversation. And I think I want to have that conversation sooner rather than later before it becomes a reactive one. I've been saying it from the summertime anyway, and obviously it's not concluded either way, but I'm standing by it. This Mbappé thing is not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And basically, Madrid, they'd be finding a way, but they ain't finding a way this year, bro. I'm convinced of it. They got Barcelona on the weekend, bro, and I think Barcelona going to put hands on them, bro. Barcelona going to put hands on them. Hansi Flick has transformed Barcelona. He stepped up their game. And basically, I just want to start. I mean, firstly, we look at how they got on in the Champions League this week. My finger was hovering over that Dortmund to beat Madrid. When they went 2-0 up, I was furious at myself. But then I went in play thinking, no, let them come back. Because I said to myself, this was Champions League final last year. Dortmund have got unfinished business with these guys. I think Dortmund could beat them because they know they can beat them based on that same game, basically, where they basically was the better team in the Champions League final. So I think Dortmund might get revenge. So I was the least surprised person in the world when they went 2-0 up. But then again, I was also similarly unsurprised that Real Madrid came back when they did come back because, when they made some changes and the momentum shifted. I just think when you play Madrid, especially in the Bernabeu, you got to play yourself first and, get past that. And I just think, they already started seeding ground when they made some changes that basically handed the initiative to Madrid. And I thought if Madrid get one goal, I don't think these people will be able to resist. And once the first goal went in, that was that basically. But the signs are there. I think that then it's not the same Madrid at the moment anyway. And I think a lot of that is down to imbalance in a team. As I said, Mbappé is not a number 9. I remember when Mbappé was there was an article maybe in the summer or maybe like ahead of the summer. I was talking about it on the Football for Man United forum that I'm part of, and they're saying, "Oh, Man United targeting Vinícius," and everybody was like, "Oh, there's no way that Madrid are going to sell Vinícius." I said, no, I agree with that. I don't think Vinícius is going to leave Real Madrid last summer, but I think he might leave the following one potentially, because Real Madrid are going to eventually get to a position where they're going to have to pick between the two of them, and that's the point. I believe. Mbappé is not going to be the long-term number 9 for Real Madrid, I don't believe. So if he's not going to be the long-term number 9, then the decision is going to have to be made about who's going to be the long-term left-sided forward. So that might end up pushing Vinícius out.
Where Vinicius is about to go pick up the Ballon d'Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep be shoving man out. He's about, let's be real, like, this is Vinicius' team, like, this is his team, and Mbappe's got to figure it out, basically. But in talking about your point in terms of Dortmund, it wasn't surprised that they were 2-0 up. But is it a coach? Is it Nuri Sahin? Is that a coach of Dortmund? Yeah. So like Arteta above, the guy
and former Real Madrid player.
The guy went too early, bro. Like they're winning 2-0. At halftime, he takes off Biden Gittins or whatever his name is, bruv. The guy was causing them trouble in the first half. You're 2-0 up and you take off your attacking player, bruv. That literally swung the whole game. Rookie mistake.
Surrender the initiative, like basically.
For no reason. Give it to like 60, 70 minutes, bruv. You can still hit these men in the counter attack.
Exactly. And when you need that is the threat that you need. You need a counter attacking threat. When a team's going to come at you, you need to give them that something to think about, basically going the other way. The likes of them, Julian Brandt, they just think, listen, they ain't gonna do that.
They ain't gonna do that, brother. And so for me, it just showed it was a very, very rookie mistake, and I'm sure he'll never make it again. But I think he just realized at the Bernabeu, 2-0 up, got a bit giddy, got a bit excited, and just started to panic, and basically said, "We need to do everything we have to kind of hold this 2-0 lead." Bruv, give it 15 minutes, bruv, man. See how things are going. Like they probably could have got a third one because, bruv, Madrid were on the ropes, bruv. They were awful. Like and. Definitely. As you said, Rose, there's no balance to the team, bro. Like Mbappe's not central striker. He knows this is Vinicius' team, and Vinicius, the way Vinicius plays with so much personality, bro, bagged the hat trick. Basically, he dunked the hat trick on Mbappe and said, "Look, I'm the guy, basically. You know, you're in my team, innit? So you do what I say, bro." Like
whose house?
But he said, "You do what I say." But you can once again, like I'm a big advocate of body language, but you can see it, bro. You can see Mbappe. He knows he's not the guy, bro. Like, and he's trying to find a way to like make himself the guy, but it's not happening. But then you got Jude trying to find his way in his team as well, bruv.
That was the next point I was going to make. Now that false 9 is over for him, bruv.
Yeah.
Now he's got to stand up, bruv, and be a real midfielder. And you can't just be a midfielder. You need to be a top-class midfielder around Madrid. To be one of the best midfielders around. That's going to ask us a real question of him, because for me, again, I said it from a long time, Arda Güler is more suited to that 11 with the other players that they have. And for me, it'd be a matter of time. I would not be surprised in a couple of years to have one of those two forwards we mentioned, plus Jude Bellingham back in England as well. I don't know if he's getting through the 5-6 years that there. I don't think it's going to work. By the time we start becoming a rotation player, soon. And obviously his big money in this country, his box office in this country, the big teams will be willing to throw money, throw 9 figures, basically like Real Madrid. And Real Madrid is not a stupid team. They're going to take that money. They'll take that money at some point. And, it would just be packaged as, the boy wants to go home, let him go home, wherever it is, land at Liverpool. Liverpool, we've been after him for 9 years, whatever it is. Man United, maybe City, who knows will be left of them in a couple of years, to be honest. But I can see that happening, because for me, as a natural central player, central midfielder, I don't see it. I don't think he's the player. And especially the way Barcelona got, because I think Barcelona set the they tend to set the initiative. I think in Spain, I feel like Real Madrid have. When under Guardiola and that sort of generation, they brought in this style of football that Real Madrid had to try and keep up with. And it looks like they're on the verge of building the next team in that image. And I think that if their trajectory continues and they start enjoying success doing that, it's actually going to have an impact on Bellingham because he's going to stand out even more. That like this is not what we need basically we need this type of midfielder, and the success is what dictates the styles and the trends basically in the game. And I look at somebody who one of my personal favorite midfielders is Pedri. He's a wonderful player, and like
you got a young buck now as well, Casado, bruv. He's doing some numbers as well, bruv, man. You know what I'm saying?
I look at Pedri and it's the manner in which he plays that advanced midfield role, and I look at Bellingham and I think when the opportunity comes in a couple of years for somebody in Pedri's mold on the market, I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid are interested. But they're not. I mean, there's already been talk about them looking at he's still a young buck to be fair. Mastan Tuono is 17, but Güler is the one player I think as his profile, as his star begins to rise. Already a superstar in Turkey. As his star begins to rise, that noise is going to be harder to quiet. And I think Bellingham is the one that needs to watch his shoulder. Tchouaméni, he's already, bruv. He's already, bruv. Got a flight. He's been rejecting those flights to England, bruv, man. But that just wave,
bro. He better get his passport stamped out. You know what? That was the thing is, we've had this conversation before, bro. That I saw you talk about this like maybe like 18 months ago. Like we're speaking about this, bro, and it's all coming to fruition. And my thinking is, I think 2 points I want to make. I think firstly, if Barca do what I think they could do, of course, football is unpredictable, but if they come to the Bernabeu, bruv, and play the football and dunk on Madrid, how I think they could do with these ballers like Pedri and the way Lamau is playing, and they got this guy Casado, and then you've got Kabassi, 17-year-old centre back, bruv. If they do what I think they could do on Saturday, bruv, firstly, it highlights the deficiencies of Jude Bellingham and that Madrid team. And then secondly, obviously, you're speaking about Tchouaméni, bro. Like, I'm very, very surprised. Like, Modric has been starting a lot of games for Madrid this year, like, which is not the plan. Like, he's what, 38?
Yeah.
37, 38?
Tchouaméni spent most of last season at centre half, bro.
Yeah, bruv. So for me, like, Modric starting most of these games, and as we discussed before, Rose, like that Madrid team and that midfield, Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga, bruv. It's no brains and just power, bruv. And he's starting to realize that, bruv.
Yeah, Valverde in there as well.
Same in there as well, bruv. He's white PMP.
Guys, bruv, man.
Same thing. Valverde just white PMP, bruv. That's all it is for him, bruv. Like I'm saying, there's not much like intellect in that midfield, bruv. So for me,
that's why Güler, it is only so long they're gonna be able to keep him out of that team for me.
100%. And that's why for me, the fact that Modric is still playing, bruv, and Ancelotti's realizing that, bro, it looks great buying all these fantastic athletes. Like, who's going to control the game, bruv? Who's going to dictate it? Modric should not be playing, bruv. This season was his crew season to be totally phased out, bruv. So Madrid have got a problem, as you said, bruv. They even got to bring in Güler.
It's balance, and they've got too many big names that they're trying to force into the team for me. And I think, you know, at some point they will get him. Like they might get. I feel like Barcelona might do them comfortably. Like, and I think that's going to send that wake up call. I mean, the thing is, but Real Madrid got the individual brilliance that at any moment, the Vinícius, the Mbappés, they could obviously, you know, goals win games. People forget about how the story went after that. But
and Barca play a crazy high line as well, but they play crazy high line right now. So,
but the football that Barcelona play, I think they're probably gonna go there, pass rings around them, and yeah, if they hit them, scored like 3+ goals, that's gonna really send shockwaves through the game, and that really wouldn't surprise me personally. Like I could see that happening, and yeah, I think Real Madrid, they need to have a conversation because they've gone back, they've overdone it with their Galactico policy, I think, and I feel like they've sacrificed the logic of like team building for, you know, sort of brand, you know, furthering the brand, because obviously Mbappe is not a natural replacement for Benzema. It is not. Like, so Benzema left the team. What are you going to do? Last year they went without a striker. This year they went and got Mbappe. And the thing is, France is suffering for something similar. You know, they're almost an identical copy to Real Madrid. They're playing Mbappe as a number 9, which he isn't. They have the similar thugs in midfield. Like, it's the same issues that basically Real Madrid have, that France have. And it's only going to take them so far. It's taking them far because they've still got good individuals and the pace and power is so strong. So but eventually, they're going to come up against a proper team and they ain't going to, you know, they're going to fall short. And I think that the same, what's happened with France is going to happen with Real Madrid until they make some sacrifices for balance. You look at France, with Giroud, for example, as much criticism as he gets.
Yeah,
Probably a lot of people feel that he balances the team better.
100%. I just think that, yeah, Madrid, like when they're at their best and they won all those Champions Leagues, like people forget that you had that trident in midfield, bruv. You had Casemiro sitting, bruv, and then you had Modric and Kroos just dictating, bruv. Like that was just, bruv, that was a beautiful midfield, bruv. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful midfield, bruv. Then you can let the wingers and attackers, Benzema, Vinícius to the left, Rodrigo
and
to
the
the
attack was also balanced. It wasn't even just the attackers. Benzema had a right, so he was a focal point. He was a target man. He could hold the ball, blink it. They don't have that anymore. So you got 3 arrows basically, and you haven't even got the guys that's going to feed them. You ain't got the guys that's going to release the arrows. The archers ain't even there, bro. The man ain't putting these like that's not Bellingham's game. That's not Camavinga's game. That's such. That's not. You know what I mean? So like,
it's all over the place. I can see. You saw Barcelona doing rondos, bruv, around Bayern Munich in midweek, and obviously the game was closer than people think. But when Barcelona had full control of that game, they were just taking the piss out of them, basically. So I can see them getting to a stage where Bellingham and the man are just charging around, pushing people over, doing PMP, bruv, and they're just doing olays, bruv, round it. Bruv, I can see it.
Barcelona still needs some work. Like you said, defensively, the high line, they still concede too many chances. Is Ter Stegen going to play? I think they've got some goalkeeper question marks. They're missing Ronald Araujo, which they're usually missing anyway. He's always injured. But obviously, Araujo is somebody that can help with that high line. He's got the physical attributes, basically, to play there. Similarly to Alejandro Balde, but I think he's back fit now at left back, rapid. So Balde's there. Koundé's there, to be fair. So they have got legs there in defense. But Araujo is a miss, especially against what they're going to come up against Real Madrid. But what I will say is, just on closing in this topic, I haven't looked forward to a Clasico like this for a while. I feel like Real Madrid have had the upper hand over them for a little while, and I feel like there's a changing of the guard potentially, or this is going to be, you're going to need to confirm it. Stand on it now. Is this real or is this not? And this is going to be the test, basically. And I think that they get, I think that they go to Madrid, and I can see them winning the game comfortably, potentially.
We'll see, bro.
In terms of just betting terms, what are we saying for that game? What's good money?
Minus one Barcelona. I think there's good money on that, because I feel like Barcelona might not even be favourites to win, and I think to back them on a -1, I can see. I wouldn't be surprised to get as high as sort of 3-4 to 1 on that.
Me personally, but this could be a game for fouls in each half, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about Koundé. And when you're thinking about fouls each half, bro, think about the battles that are going to be going on, bro. I'm talking about Koundé against Vinícius. They'll foul each other. Vinícius will foul Koundé will foul him, bro. I'm talking Pedri. Pedri's a dirty guy, loves to foul, bro. The new boy that they got, Casado in the midfield, bro. Look at his stats, bro. Fouls galore, bro. So for me, from a tipster's perspective, bro, this for me is either fouls in the first half or fouls each half, bro, man, 100%. Bellingham as well. Bellingham
I'm seeing Barcelona -1. That's 11-2, bro. I feel like they're definitely going to build a slip. One slip with that in there, because I would not be surprised to see a 3-1, 4-1 even, like, because I just think this Madrid team is they're figuring, they rely on individual quality. That's it.
But it's been the same. Like when they win the Champions League for the last, bruv, this is what they always do. Like, you know what I'm saying, like it's what they do, bruv. But at some stage you're gonna get unstuck. You think, but we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but I'm going with Barcelona, I think, on Saturday. And I agree with Nams. Fouls, and not just fouls, but cards, I think will be high. We can definitely like take off Carvajal from now. Like that's
Carvajal is injured now?
Is he injured? He played on. He played on.
Didn't he do his ACL now for Spain?
Did he do his ACL?
Yeah, I feel like he done his ACL for Spain, bro. Yeah, I feel like he done his ACL in was it the Euro final or one of these Nation League games or something? I'm pretty sure he done his ACL. Yeah, he did. He's done his ACL.
Nation League. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. I'm looking forward to that.
All right, moving on from Clasico back to the Prem. Nams.
Liverpool setting pace at the top. City, Arsenal chasing them now. City, it's not been the first time we've said this. First year, not looking that convincing to me.
They never do though at this point. At this point the points.
Then you got Arsenal looking less convincing than they usually look in the last couple of years. You know, they haven't won it, but in terms of their form and their performances, generally has been at a higher standard. They look like they're hanging on at the moment. Every week they're getting through, but it's kind of unconvincing. Obviously, drop points, lost the game last week against Bournemouth. I'll let Nams take it from here, to be honest. But I just think that, just to say it, I think obviously injuries and suspensions are starting to mount, and you know, if they go through, if they drop too many points in this period before they get their team settled, it just might not be, the margin might be too much for them to claw it back.
I think first of all, we've been long overdue an injury crisis. Like, if we're being honest, like last season, bro, we didn't have literally no major injuries. Like, you know what I'm saying, we skated through the whole season with Odegaard, Saliba, Saka. They pretty much played every game. Like, so we now can't complain about injuries. United have had it, Chelsea have had it. You know, Man City go throughout every season without De Bruyne for at least 3 or 4 months. So it's part of the game. So I ain't making no excuses from that perspective. If I touch on Bournemouth real quick, the Bournemouth game, absolutely dull. You know, when I saw that midfield with Moreno, Rice, and Partey, I was like, what are we doing here, basically? Like, the first 30 minutes was just, you know, they're calling him Mikel Pulis, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It was no different to Stoke football in the first 30 minutes, like, just lumping it forward. Like, I was thinking,
I'm not mad at that, because that's not obviously his default setting, but it's like
it's
an Arsenal manager that's like, okay, we're gonna go in a tough away game, we're gonna be solid. I respect that, because for me that shows growth from Arsenal as well. That actually shows maturity from Arsenal as a team, because that's not what they're built on. They go with the main flair players might be out, we bring the next 3 and they just lose. Like, they're not as good. You can't. Why don't you change it?
No, I hear that, but it's been a theme throughout the season. Like, we're not playing out, and I get it. Obviously, Odegaard missing, I get it. We're not playing out the back foot as well as we used to. Like, but this long ball stuff's not really working either. Like, but anyway, I'll leave it as that. But when we went down to 10 men against Bournemouth, I wasn't panicking. I was thinking, okay, it's Bournemouth. We still got enough players here. Like, let's keep our but straight away, nothing changed for me. I was thinking, okay, I still expect us to win. If you're going for a title, bruv, against Bournemouth, bruv, you adjust a little bit and you still go for the win. Bro, within, just like Nuri saw in midweek, bruv, Arteta straight away took off Sterling, who was probably our best attacking player on the day, and brought on Kivior and did pretty similar tactics to when we played Man City. I was like, hold up, this ain't Man City, bruv. This ain't even Brighton, bruv. We're camped out in our half, bruv, just trying to survive against Bournemouth, bruv, and we're meant to be going for a title. So for me, I think Arteta got it wrong. I think you ride out till halftime, and then after halftime, you figure it out. You shift your players around. If Declan Rice has got to go centre back, then we do that. And if you're playing with 10 men, bruv, what is the most basic concept, bruv? You keep your fastest players on, because the only way you're going to get out is a counter-attack, bruv. He took off Sterling, bruv. We know Trossard is slow as hell, bruv. Havertz is not exactly a mad sprinter, and Martinelli's on the bench. Bruv, we couldn't get out of half. We're doing long ball, and we can't get out of our half. So what kind of tactics are those? So for me, Arteta got it wrong. I'm pretty sure if he watched the videos midweek, bruv, or during the training or whatever, they realized that, they definitely got that wrong when they did the analysis, because it didn't make any sense. But now, moving on to Sunday. Sunday for me, bruv, there's grumblings in the Arsenal camp, whether it's why is Ranieri not playing, or this style of football's boring, or why we always playing with 10 men. Forget all that, bruv. This game is absolutely massive, bruv. I don't know what's going on with Arsenal's season.
Saka as well. I'll let you get to the injuries. We've done the suspensions, but
yeah, Saka will play, man. Saka will play. Like, Arteta does this stuff all the time, man.
He missed the last 2 games.
No, he did, but this time there's rumblings coming out from certain journalists that I follow on Twitter, like, they're quite reputable, and it's probably Timber's 50-50, but I'm 95% sure Saka's gonna play, even if he has to put them injections in his legs, bro. Arteta's winning them out, but bruv, I'm telling you right now, Arteta is winning them out, bro.
I don't think they can afford to leave him for. I mean, if they can get him out there, I think they need him out there.
We need him, bruv, because without him, bruv, we're gonna struggle, bruv. Like, Saka is, you can say what you want about him, but he's our only moments player that can just do something out of nothing, like. So we definitely need Saka out there on that pitch, like, man. So for me, like, it's a must-win game, bruv. It's not even a draw thing. Like, we have to beat Liverpool, bruv. And this Liverpool team, like, I've watched them a few times now, bruv. And obviously, I'm not getting too carried away, like, but their balance is quite nice. But I'm not gonna lie, bruv. The way they defend, and then that midfield, and how Gravenberch has changed his game, and then you got Szoboszlai and McAllister. Even if Szoboszlai having a stink, you got Jones, and then attacking wise, they got like 5 players, but they're dangerous, bruv. They can get you with Jota, Salah, Gakpo, Diaz, Nunez. Like they've got like dangers all over the field.
I feel
Like,
like
man.
a couple of them guys are injured as well, right? I feel like Diaz
Jota
hasn't played 2 games. The last 2 games, did Diaz not play?
No, he came on in midweek though. He's not injured, just been rested. Like.
Jota hasn't played 2 games.
Yeah, Jota's the one that's injured, but the rest of them are all. Chiesa can't even count him because he's just never fit anyway. Like, but I think the only one that's gonna be missing is Jota. But for me, Nunez will probably create more of an issue with us, especially if we ain't got our proper centre backs there. Like, so I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm a little bit worried. But the temperature in the Arsenal camp is very, very edgy right now, and we can go over the cliff, bruv, at any stage. Like, if we lose that game on Sunday, you are gonna see a full-blown meltdown, bruv. And I'll be honest with you, the way we're playing, I'm not convinced that we can bring it back because our next 2 games are away to Newcastle, which is going to be a battle in itself, then away to Chelsea, and in between that, we're away to Inter Milan. So I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going into this game with chess, bruv, man. It could be, if we lose on Sunday, bruv, it could be one of them seasons, bruv, and I don't want to call it too early, but it could be one of them seasons that just totally unfolds and just turns into a nothing chasing top 4 season, bruv, if we're not careful, bruv.
It's spiral. I see how it happens. I know you guys see what happens with us, bro. Sometimes injury crisis, bro, and then it's like by the time you get your players back, it's too late anyway. Like, even the belief is the air's just gone out. It's like you get these blows early in the season, too early in the race. It's terminal. You know what I mean?
And you're chasing 2 teams as well. Would be 7 points behind Liverpool and maybe 6 behind Man City, bro. And them, we know
again, you got Villa are doing their thing as well.
Yeah, Villa back, and also as well, like even forget the points difference, bro. We have to win every game ourselves, bro. And right now, the way we're playing, bro, I'm not convinced we can. So, bro, I don't know, man. Sunday, I'm desperately worried, man. I'm hoping Arteta's got something for me. I'm hoping we can pull it through, bro. Because if we lose on Sunday,
with the exception of Liverpool, though, maybe some consolation is. I think City look just as capable of dropping points at the moment, and they had. I mean, they did what the week.
They should have last week, man.
They should have last week, but they did the week before they drew as well, right?
Against who?
I can't remember who they played, but I know when Arsenal got a last-minute winner against Leicester, City had drawn earlier that day. I'm sure. Who did they play? I'm sure they dropped points, and then Arsenal went ahead of them, didn't they? Not last week.
Yeah, because I remember, we had to beat Southampton. That's when we beat Southampton. As we said it, we have to.
I think it was it not when you beat Leicester? Because I was thinking
because I remember we said it. Yeah, City don't drop points often. I can't remember who it was, but they
did drop points that time. So hold on,
was it a draw away to Newcastle?
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, draw away to Newcastle, and then so you went from drawing away to Newcastle to requiring a very controversial 98th minute winner. From drawing again away to Wolves, who are not flying at the moment. So City for me is less than convincing right now. The thing is with City, they're just jammy. Like when they get good results, they get good decisions, and then I feel like the times when City always look vulnerable, the spells. I look at the fixture list and it's like, home to Southampton next. It's like, this is just at the right time. Like it's just always. This is when they need to go and get Villa, but that's never when they get Villa.
100%, bro. 100%.
Never that time. And it's just 100%. Always that, like, it's like, why? How come that it's like, when they're wobbling, I just see a Southampton at home.
Comfort blankets coming over the place. Southampton, nice hug.
This is where they need to be tested. Like, this is where they need to be tested. I think, they got Leicester. And I think, okay, fair enough. Like, they're not going to, by the time these men come around, they're going to figure it out. They need to go to Villa Park now. Yeah. That's what they need. But the fixture list never favors them like that when they're off actually wobbling for me.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I'm to wrap that up, man. I'm worried, bruv. I'm very, very worried, man. We never like to panic too early in the season, like, and people are going to be saying, Arsenal fans are reactionary, bruv. But just look at the evidence for the past few seasons, like, man.
And lo and behold, bruv, I said this thing coincidentally, but I just looked to the fixtures, but see,
they got Southampton. That's what I said. 5-0 win. But that's what I said, bro. I said, nice 5-0 win, bruv. Like, easy. Come on, man.
I swear, I just said that, bruv. Let me see who they got, bruv. It's from Southampton at home, bruv.
They got Southampton and Bournemouth next.
Bro, I told you, bruv. I said already. I said they got a nice, comfy, lovely 5-0 win, bruv, coming up, bruv, man. So they can chill and watch us on Sunday, like, man. But I'm worried, bro. I'm worried, man. I'm not going to lie to you, bruv, man. Something just, with the injuries, the suspensions, the red card, the style of play, something's just off the season, and you just get that feeling, but it's not it could be, but it could be one. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think this could be a season when we fall off, and I mean when I say fall off, yeah, I mean we fall off an absolute cliff, bro. I'm talking about top 4 battles, bro, by December, bro. That's what I'm talking about. So, bro, we must be careful, bro.
There's a lot like Arsenal don't look right. I mean, obviously, Odegaard missing is a blow. So it's knitting because going forward, Arsenal are looking, they're just forcing it. Martinelli, I ain't liking what I'm seeing from him. To be honest, even last season, like I feel like he's progressing.
To be fair, bruv, the last few games, like, he's actually been our best attacking outlet, bruv. Like, it's still not the greatest, but he's improving.
I feel like he's progressed over the last year, generally.
100%, 100%, yes.
You know, what's the other Jesus, but I don't know what that guy, bruv. I ain't seeing that. For me, I'm looking at Arsenal, bruv, the last 2 weeks, bruv. I'm thinking maybe you can always say these things in hindsight, but I feel like these men can use Nketiah off the bench now, but they could use, they could have used Nketiah, but they need a striker like. And Nketiah, I remember him holding it down, but when men are not available, they just need they need a striker.
He's not good enough. For me, the worrying thing for me, bruv, has been, bruv, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, I don't want to go too early, bruv, but it's not even been his performances going forward, bruv. Like, but I'm like, is this guy got a belly or just mad on foot or something? Because, bro, the guy can't run. He can't run back this way, bruv. He can't get back, bruv. Like, literally, he runs forward, bruv. And then you see the team attacking us. If you watch the Shakhtar game midweek, bruv, Sterling couldn't get back. And I was like, hold up. It's obviously we've got a very hard-working team in it. So when someone's not working hard, bruv, it's obvious to see. I'm just seeing one player just straddling back, like just walking. I'm like, what's this guy doing? Like, so
I've noticed that he's been poor going forward, bruv. That's what I've noticed.
He's been awful so far, bruv. So we can't even count on him, like, man. But I don't know, my head's spinning, bruv.
Arsenal just got to weather it. They got to weather the storm and hope that they can come out of this period with as many points as possible. But yeah, it takes a few results. I mean, they lost obviously last week. They've got a tough game this week. You lose 2 on a spin. It can start setting in. And I expect, as we said, City to win comfortably tomorrow. Obviously, if Arsenal lose, then that means by default that Liverpool win. Obviously, I mean, if they lose, United win, and United 3 points on Arsenal, and it starts already. Like, I can see how that happens. Like, so they need their players. Odegaard is a miss, but Waneri is like, what's he here for? Then it's like at some point, it's like if he's the understudy.
That there, is causing real issues in the Arsenal camp. Like, obviously, we should be putting on a 17-year-old, but like, if you're not going to give him minutes against Southampton or Leicester, what are we doing here then? Like, what are we actually doing, bruv? Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Let's move it on, man.
Just due to time, let's move on to this week's bets.
Yeah, I got a bounce to six, so I'm happy to go first, man.
Yeah.
So this week's 7-fold, I put £5 on the 7-fold. So it's starting tonight. I've gone for Chris Wood from Nottingham Forest to have a shot in each half, and for Kunde Bonanote to have a shot in each half. And then tomorrow, Aston Villa Bournemouth, I've gone Ollie Watkins and Antoine Semenyo, shot in each half. Everton Fulham tomorrow, I've gone Calvert-Lewin and Raul Jimenez, shot in each half. And then Sunday, I've gone for Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon to have a shot in each half in the Chelsea-Newcastle game. Crystal Palace Tottenham, gone Eze and Son to have a shot in each half. Man United against West Ham, I've gone Bowen and Garnacho to have a shot in each half. And then Arsenal Liverpool, gone for Salah and Trossard to have a shot in each half. £5 on that gets you 14,700 on a 7-fold.
Oh,
so yeah.
Good odds.
Anyway, man, I'll catch you in a bit, yeah.
Peace.
What have I got? I haven't even done any weekends yet, but I did one for tonight. So I just got an 8-fold Friday. So again, I just stuck to my sort of handicaps. I got Al Nassr, which is Ronaldo's Al Nassr, as they say, -1. I got them to win. Gone in German League 2. I got Nuremberg to -1 against Redenberg. Turkey. I got Karagümrük -1 against Adanaspor. In South Africa, I got Orlando Pirates -1 against Amazulu. Then I got some match results. I got Rennes to win against Le Havre. I got Dunkirk to win against Red Star. That's in French League 2. Then Bosch to beat Venlo in the Dutch second division. And I got in the Danish second division, Star bet Malourenga, both teams to score, my over 2.5. You know, I go far and wide to get this money, man. So yeah, I put £6 on that. That's 1,800. It's 2.99 to 1. So
yeah, that's real good odds. I think we're just coming just under 40 minutes. So just to keep it concise, any closing statements before we wrap it up today?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the weekend of football. Really, I mean, it's a good fixture list. Obviously, as we mentioned, we've got the Clasico Saturday. We've got Arsenal Liverpool on Sunday. So some great fixtures. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to it. Really.
Yeah, we'll keep people updated on the Twitter, I guess. So anything that pops to mind, if anything jumps out, any good value bets, then drop them on the Twitter or the X. All right.
For real.
Peace.
All right.